What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to YASSERTV. You know what I'm saying? There's no excitement. There's nothing. You get me? There's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I didn't even want to do this stream. I can't lie. If it weren't for you lot in the chat, I would have done it. Fresh bottle of water, mate. Listen, Devante, you focus on your little baldy manager that cost us the World Cup, yeah? You get me? Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. If you think I'd say Maresca out right now, that means you're on crack, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're smoking in Amsterdam, blood, whatever it is, bro. Allow us. Do you know what I'm saying? Allow us. Don't laugh too early, because you're playing today. Do you know what I'm saying? And the way I got dealt with, the way people dealt with me yesterday, yeah, listen, I can't lie to you. If you lot lose, I'm gonna move mad still, I can't lie. He's out, would he get sacked? Okay, listen, let him win today. We need him to win because we still need to. No, we can't. We can't. If he loses, we need him to win, blood. We can't be facing a good Ajax. Then I'm saying we just can't do it right now. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to obviously Melon, my guy JJ. Life is a pain, bruv. Yeah, my head's up as well. My problem is, listen, I'm one of those people, yeah, that I actually live by the if you don't smile, or whatever, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. I don't laugh on purpose to piss people off. I just laugh because I don't know, man. I can't hold it in, innit? I can't be that guy. And my computer table's made of glass, so really and truly, if I start hitting the table, the whole the two monitors and everything's gonna fall crashing down. I can't have that either, innit? Maresca is in Fraud Watch. We'll talk about it. I think Fraud Watch is a bit too far. I do think that the out's too far. Fraud Watch, not really, to be honest. Still on Pluto. Losing to that United is unacceptable. I agree. It's one game, he got it wrong. Not on Fraud Watch. This is the way I'm looking at it, but maybe, people are going to say, what I'm saying? It is what it is. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel as well, people, yeah? I think we're 7 subs away, from 700. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Big up, bro. The real king. Listen, bro, big up to you. I don't want to hear blame the defense. Look at those subs. We'll speak about that as well, actually. Let me just go through the chat quickly. What do you expect when Robert Lynch Sanchez getting sent off for karate kicking Mbuemo? Brentford, he got wrong. Laugh through the anger, yeah. I'm sorry. So if I smile or make jokes, I'm not taking the make. That's just me, and I can't be holding the loss in my head for like the whole week and just losing my head and that. I just can't do it. I ain't got too much energy for that. I think I loses today is out. That new Ajax badges. I agree. I'm not even happy that my team got the result because they didn't even play good and it's delaying the inevitable for another 2 games with this manager to still be in charge. You know what I'm saying? Just, what I do? DM that Robert Sanchez in it and say thank you. I said, mate, having a proper keeper will be the game breaking difference for you. I agree. Big up to Anthrob. Make sure you're subscribing to Anthrob as well, please, people. Love, like, runner within, yeah, okay. Yeah. I think at some point, when it's the same problem, you realize this, innit? Because Devante, Taz, and a couple people in the chat were one of those people that used to come and see me lose my head here when Robert Sanchez used to make mistakes last season that would cost us for goals. So I'm not new to this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not new to this. Big up to Anth, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Jacko Jordan. Listen, that's a fellow Chelsea fan. We done a little video. I think we done a little video about like Garnacho and that the other day. I think last week. Make sure you check it out on his channel. And then Jacko Jordan, drop your link in the chat as well, innit? Yeah, make sure you're hitting the likes. His subs were weird though, let's be honest. Thank you, mate. Gonna do a midweek footy preview if you wanna get on. Yeah, just message me, we'll see what we can do in it. Defense and subs were rubbish, I agree. No Garnash's minutes. Oh, this guy, bro. Yo, chat, what was saying? You just on mod Taz. Is that you know what? How or should we just time him out or something, bro? Cause if you were my guy, bro, I would have gulagged you, I can't lie. I'm not trying to hear no Garnacho stuff, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear it. Yeah, listen. Bro, I'm not trying to hear it. This is the wrong time, bro. Yeah, this is man's link, and just click on it. It won't take you away from the video. Literally, just subscribe to him, show him some love. And who else is this? I saw you in the chat, you know, with Waving as yeah, and you what's it called? You broke your pad, did it? Oh my days, bro. Okay, let's get into it. For me, I'm gonna go through. You see me, I wasn't one of those guys, yeah. And I think Wavy Lodge was there. I wasn't one of those guys that was just shouting on the stream, yeah. I was on Lewis's stream. Big up to Lewis. And for me, I don't just lose my head in the moment because I've kicked ball in it, so I know that there might have been something that we don't know about. Maybe. That doesn't mean that I'm doing the on the fence thing, but until something's there and you know exactly what happened, it doesn't make sense. So let me kind of let you guys through. I wasn't at home when the game started, then I was on the way home. So I literally just got home and I heard people say Sanchez red on the stream. I had the stream on my phone, yeah. Because I was like, what's the point of me having the game on my phone if I can't see it? Like if I can't see what's happening, innit? But this is not a talk sport thing. I'm not gonna just listen to what they're saying and make up my mind on based on what they're saying, innit? So I've now jumped on stream and I'm asking the man, I'm like, okay, was it someone's actual, like, what was the mistake? Because sometimes it's such a dumb defensive mistake that the goalkeeper feels like he has to come out or something like that. And then I looked at it. As soon as I asked the question, they put it on the replay. Boom, red card and that. And he saw the tackle and I was like, yeah, he should have got a red just based on the way he went in. Forget that he's the last man or the goalkeeper and it was a goal scoring opportunity. Forget all of that. He should have just got a red for the tackle, bro. Trevor lost his duel. Was it you mean duo and duel, yeah? He said duel. Okay, I know what you're talking about. But you see Sanchez. But either he should have let it in or he could have closed him down and stopped just before. You don't have to run into him. The worst thing is that he's actually run into him, bro. That's so dumb. Like, so dumb, like. And then from then, I was like, maybe it's not that bad. And then Maresca started making the changes, innit? Now, I'm one of those people that I watch the game, unless I'm really angry, yeah, I watch it all the way to the end. And I saw with my own eyes, yeah, the Bayern Munich game, in my match reaction for the people that actually watched it, I said it. I was annoyed at Garnacho because he was the guy that ended up coming on. And yeah, he may have gotten a couple opportunities on the left, but he weren't pressing properly. Like, he had the most energy, whatever, for someone that's come on the pitch. And he said he didn't fully press. Like, he wasn't there fully energetic coming off the bench. And then I was thinking, bro, you should just play Gittins because Gittins played against Bayern Munich, bagged against them before. I don't know. Maybe you should play him. I don't know what this guy's doing, innit? So I seen Palmer kept pressing. For everyone that watched the Bayern game, at the end, Palmer kept pressing and Garnacho was just doing that thing where he jogs around and that waiting for the running behind, that rubbish. So all I know is, I remember seeing Palmer either get tackled or the ball went out and he come up and he was holding his groin. And I was thinking, oh no, not again. Whatever. So now the game started, innit? The game, obviously, we had this issue. He started hooking off people. Now, I'm not necessarily that annoyed about Esteval getting hooked. Because remember, sometimes when you're the young player, you're the one that gets hooked off, innit? Does that make sense? As a kid, you know that a lot of the times you kind of get picked on or you're the easy target to get hooked off. Does that make sense? I'm I'm not saying I wouldn't have wanted Esteval to stay on the pitch, and I wouldn't say that he necessarily wouldn't have been he couldn't have changed the game. I'm not saying that, but at the same time, you could say the manager would go with his trusted players or whatever it is, right? Then, so I'm not one of those guys that's gonna be like, oh, he's took off my favorite player, he took off this and that. If it ends up winning, then it's just one of those things that, okay, cool, whatever, innit? Cool. Now, game starts, and not game starts. Obviously, he starts making the subs. I'm seeing Neto off, and I'm like, I don't remember which one was first. My memory's not the greatest, but I know is he took off Esteval, and then he took off Neto, and one of them was for the goalkeeper. I think that was Esteval. And then when Neto started coming off, or one of the other ones, and I was thinking, what? And then he bought on Tosin. Now that to me is when I started to get a bit annoyed, innit? Because I was like, all right, cool. Because we know, and I know Wave United does, we watch a lot of United content here. We know that individuals, they're not necessarily that bad as individuals, and it's them as a system. You get me? That's a lot bad. So they might try to do what the manager wants them to do, and they'll leave space in behind or something stupid that we can have, managed to get something out of that. But for me, it's just, bro, it was to watch that game. The way it went, that was crazy, bro. Because then he took off both our outlets, and then apparently when they scored one of the goals or something, Palmer went across to him and said, "Yo, I can't." Boom, he hooked him off as well. But I think that's when we bought an Andre Santos. And then for the Fofana one, that a lot of people are also talking about, the Fofana one was because he was going to bring on Garnacho. So anyone that watched the game saw him put his arm around Garnacho, yeah, Maresca. Talk to Garnacho and say, give him all these instructions. And then all of a sudden, Garnacho wasn't the one that came on, yeah? Oh, for that one, Fofana went up to him and said, yeah, listen, I can't do any more than this. So he had to end up taking him off, but he didn't bring Garnacho on. He ended up bringing George. But for me, it's just the way we played the game plan. Because sometimes the subs is the subs. Maybe he just wanted more aerial threat for the corners, whatever he tried to do. But for me, it's just why play him? And apparently, from what I read yesterday, Palmer had this groin issue for a year now. They've been managing it, and I don't know. He still wants to play games and this and that. Some people have said he's been on some kind of painkiller and all that. Bro, this is probably why they kept looking for a 10. But me, this is the thing though, Waving. You see me, yeah? I'd rather have Tyreek George on the bench or coming on than Garnacho. You get me? I'd rather him. Yeah, Palmer was fuming, but he could have been fuming at himself or something. Because really, if he's not fit, I don't think the manager just kept throwing everyone on the pitch just because they're not fit. I think Palmer's just annoyed that he can't play, innit? Because he's the one that went over to the manager, bro. We got Buenos Noches, remember? Oh, yeah. What does Jimmy call him again? What does Jimmy call him? Burimiri. That's it. Yeah, but not as a 9. I agree. I think that's where we went wrong. So don't think that I'm saying it's fine or whatever, but I'm just saying it's the position. Let's slap him on the left or something. We didn't have no outlets. And that's how we played. We played with like Reece James and Cucurella just trying to do everything out wide, and João Pedro on his own up front. It's unbelievable what we saw yesterday, bro. The performance wasn't good. The way we played wasn't good. What's the point of us trying to kick ball like on the ground, especially when it's second half, yeah? On the ground with no nothing. We just doing nothing, bro. There's a reason I didn't wear my cap today. No trim. You get me? No trim. We're just here stressed. No trim, nothing. You get me? I'm saving it. I'm gonna get a trim. I don't know, next week or something. I don't have time, bro, to go all the way barbers, sit there, wait to get my trim done. I could do much more stuff, blood. You get me? No, but you lot don't know. I just leave my what's it called? I let my hair grow for a bit, then get a trim. I'm not one of those guys that goes barber every 2 weeks, like all the time and that. If I don't have anything to do, I do the troops thing and just let my hair grow, fam. Big up to TTM, man. Do you get me? I know this guy commented GGMU, I think, on my thing, you know. He put GGMU I think in the comment section, bro, of my video, I was thinking, oh my days. Yeah, if you're in the building, just make sure you hit the likes. Big up to June. Listen, I used the Sanchez pick of there in what's it called in the thumbnail, blood. For anyone that's surprised why I used that Sanchez one yesterday, I was trying to get Sanchez, but I didn't want to put Sanchez on my thumbnail, so I would just use the Zare one, blood. That was there. Yeah, that means. So what? What? Do you do your own trims then? Let me go up because I don't want to, I don't want to do people dirty that put things in the chat earlier. AJ, who we crashing today? AJ? Okay, well. I had to do online detox after the game. I went to Northside's channel because I know how it works. If I don't do the match reaction, people are going to start saying I was hiding or all of that. Bro, I had people in my chat yesterday. Oh my days, bro. I had people in the chat yesterday fully getting on to me, Yasser is on the fence. Why not say Maresca out? You get me? What did I hear? I heard something like Yasser's deluded. You get me? They started hitting me with the Don stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're saying Don's cousin. Bro, don't get on to me, bro. I was thinking, I'm not saying Maresca out. I'm not scared because for me, listen, I look at it like it's one game, innit? Like for me, if he starts doing it often, I'll do the same thing. Like when I say I'm not Maresca out, I'm not saying that I'm just gonna keep saying, oh guys, but this, guys, but that every time, innit? I'm not one of those guys, but at the same time, I think his management of the game wasn't good in it. And we all know that for us specifically, yeah, we all know he's not an experienced manager, blood. These are the things that man has to all basically learn where he's at. I'm not saying that it's great. It's not great. We should have beaten this team. Whether we had 11 men or 10 men, I think if we've lost someone else on the pitch, it would have been easier. But goalkeeper, it was dumb, bro. It was really dumb for us to lose someone at that somewhere in that position, where we had to take off basically all our attacking threat. And I thought maybe he was thinking of what I thought was maybe he took them off and he was gonna bring other attackers later in the game or whatever if he stayed within the game. But I think the injuries or the tiredness of those two players was weird. Then he also had that left back situation. Why did he take off Cucurella? Why didn't he just bring on Hato? Why did he have to bring Gusto and slap him on the left? That's another thing that I wasn't really with. So I listen. I've said that I understand that people have that's what you're thinking. If you think Maresca out and whatever, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you about your opinion. You get me? But let's actually analyze what happened in it. This is kind of why I done this stream. But before time goes by, the thing is your team would have been better conceding a goal first, because it was only 5 minutes into the game. Sanchez would have stayed on his line. I agree. I'll show you the quotes as well in a bit. Jimmy says not Maresca's. Yeah, listen, big up to my guy Jimmy, innit? But I think he was both. It was both, bro. I can't. Sanchez is the main blame, innit? Because if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have been in a situation where we had to take off players. But it's still, the managers could have dealt better with that, innit? We just have to be honest with it. Big up to TK, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, listen, man. Subscribe to my guy TK. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's Galatasaray and Arsenal fan, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Jurgensen's not better to be back up. Yeah. I hear it, man. I said that game was on Sanchez and Maresca. Same. I said both. But I don't know if I would say equal blame, yeah, but I still think it's on both. And I'm not saying that because I want to protect Maresca, but I think it's just that what Sanchez was done was so dumb, yeah. But now I feel like there's a standoff between Maresca and the ownership. Let me read quick to the chat. Yesterday was a wild game. OT isn't for everyone. Says the guy, look at listen. Zubamendi's son, whatever you call yourself, or whatever, Eze's son or brother, allow us, innit? Jurgensen is, yeah, I agree. You should really look to get a goalkeeper in January. Yeah, so that means you're surviving all the way to January. Oh my days, bro. And then in the media, you got this rubbish stuff going on with the whole Sterling and um the Sassy thing. Oh, they're not playing. Oh, they should have just left, bro. We could have bought other players, bro. I agree. I don't think that he didn't even have anything to do for him to look good. He's just chilling. We didn't really test him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sanchez with criminal performance looking like Zay after a meal deal. I agree. Big up to Zay, but I agree, fam. 1-0 PSV. Big up to PSV for that one. Yeah, me. Yasser Maresca trying to get sacked. Not sure about that. I just think that he's having a standoff with the sporting directors. I think the sporting directors are to blame, like really, because I remember Maresca asking for centre backs, man, you know, or centre back specifically especially when Riva Kowa got injured. So he took them both at the same time. That's when I turned off the game. I remember. Yeah. That's it. I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen Chalaba go, bro. It was a cross in the box and a header, bro. Short corner. That's it. JJ, he needs lashes. The thing is, wasn't 100% fit. We spoke about why the hell is George even on the pitch for a year? It's crazy. We got Bruno and Richards here. That's it. Chelsea left you trimless, you know. You like man said crazy. Yasser looking like COVID Wesley for Fahana. Ah, now he found another guy to put my face on, bro. That thing needs a lineup like Maresca's 11. Listen, if you look at my thumbnails, I got lineups, bro. You know what I'm saying? Got the lineup, done the thumbnail pictures, and then it is what it is. Now, we got Brentford away. It's over. Hopefully, man. Oh, you twist your hair. All right. Big up, rich money makers, man. Sleeve sponsors coming soon. I heard about that actually. Just need to find out who the other sponsor is, and then we'll see. I'm hoping Otara balls out, inshallah. Yes, TTM. Big up to Blue Clouds Media as well. Make sure you subscribe to them. Wavy, nice. It's not on It's not Maresca out. He's on Fraud Watch. I hear it. I think Fraud Watch nowadays, yeah, when people say Fraud Watch, it's like very close to sacking. Unless just whatever, innit? Because remember, Elijah put Thomas Frank on Fraud Watch. Was it PSG game or one of the games? Or Bayern game? Early on, he put him on Fraud Watch. Man said TTM just gets the scissors and a mirror. Fans are very fickle nowadays, but Maresca should do better. That's what I agree on. Maresca did more than Mick John in just one season. Yeah, Maresca can't be out too early to say that. I agree. No, I'm attractive enough to get away with it. Sanchez should have just let him go, honestly. Yeah, I agree. Zerbert, Sanchez running out like the Last Supper. TTM also my fault. Maresca needs to cope with red cards. Can't stop 2 attackers in 10 minutes. Remember our coaching experience? He learning. That's on the SD. That's what I said, innit? Dutch commentators kept talking about Hato not fitting Chelsea's plan. I don't necessarily think that. I think the manager tried to play him in exactly what Cucurella does, yeah, where he inverts and then ends up in the 10. And I think that doesn't work. I think with Hato, you draw the line at inverting. If you get him to invert, that's it. Anything further than that is mad, bro. I also think that him not playing the performance from Hato didn't help Brentford. But listen, this is when you need to show some players more belief in it. Maresca trying to show the board he fuming, he lost the battle. I agree. I can't like some fan comes funny. I agree as well, but I knew that people was expecting me to crash out. I can't do it on camera. I don't know. I just for some reason, I'm not a guy that fully crashes out. Maybe one day you guys see it. If you mess something up completely, I don't know, maybe, but till then, you'll get like depressed, and depressed. Yes, what I'm saying. If Maresca was begging for a new goalkeeper and does that, he should have been had a game plan when the guy don't mess trust. But this is the thing then though. If I don't trust Sanchez, I am not playing Sanchez. No matter how much people don't like Jurgensen, I'll just play Jurgensen, bro. And be like, you know what? Sanchez is rubbish. I'm just gonna play this guy. I don't know why these managers are so obsessed with playing him. I don't know, because Poch had the same thing until he got injured and then played Petrovic. If Sanchez never got injured, he would have probably kept playing Sanchez. This is why I'm not really with it. So he needs to go in January, I agree. Especially when my team always starts well for 15-20 minutes. So all we had to do was deal with the wave, the 15-20 minute wave in the beginning, and then get our time when it's our time. So you man had CB standing outside OT like Little Dirk after a spliff. Listen, it's peak for CB, bro. Man went to Bayern, back home, and then from there he went from London to Finger, and then he had to take a Uber back from Manny. And people ask me, why do you not go to games sometimes? This is why I don't go to games, bro. I already travel for work. You think I'm trying to travel on the weekend as well? And then you have to rely on public transport and all that, bro. I used to work in stadiums, so I know how long it takes for traffic to die off. If you don't live in the city and you travel, it's a mission, bro. And I'm not even in the city. I live 2 hours, at least 2 hours away from London, so Sterling's on 350. Man should just shut his mouth, swim in his money. Exactly. You see me, I don't care. Players welfare, give me a break. He's on 350. Refuse. This is why I'm thinking, if you cared so much about playing, he should have just went to a different club. It's not like no one went in for him and he had no options and he tried his best but couldn't. Very disappointed, but not at the right time to caution blame on one another. I agree, but I still think that with the Sanchez situation, I think everyone has the full right to blame him, because my issue with him has always been that he should have done. He's one of those players for me where he's done way too many mistakes for us to just forget about. And for me, it's not the mistakes; it's the mistakes leading to goal, bro. I think he's lost us games. I knew that it was in conjunction with the messing up, last season with the Jackson situation and then missing easy chances and all that. I agree. So it wasn't just on him, but he cost us certain games because of when he conceded and what he did. Our defenders weren't really that bad, but at the same time, him making those mistakes was just not helping our defense and also not helping our goalkeeper situation. So I blame that fool Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, but no, people just blaming Enzo. Listen, there's a little. Look, I agree that Enzo didn't do much, and I agree that Enzo doesn't seem to be in his position. I'd rather him just be that deep line playmaker. I'm tired of seeing him crashing the box. I think that we're not really using him for what we can use him for. But at the same time, if you're performing this badly, bro, just take him off. So I'm not with that. Yassa, oh really, man? Didn't put Achimpong on the bench, subbing on George before Gil's criminal. I think for me, the Gil situation's really telling, innit? I'm kind of getting a bit annoyed about the Gil situation because, look, now we've seen Ja Pedro almost play every game. You get me? Whether he's tired or not, whatever. Bro, play Gil, man. How do you know that this player is as bad as he? Bro, just play him and see what he brings you to the team, bro. Like, at this point, you've already kind of threw the game away, innit? By the way, I'm not saying that's right, but you get the point. You've kind of tried to, or you have thrown the game away. So how about you just bring on Gil? Instead of bringing Tyreek George, bring on Gil and say, you know what? I know that maybe it's not the right time to throw a player on your 10 men down and all that. And, you're just saying, okay, now I'm going to decide to throw you on. But maybe he prevails, bro. We don't know. This is how we found out Palmer done this thing. This is how we know some players, you just put them on. If Barca never played Lamine Yamal, we'll probably never hear about him. Sometimes you have to remember the Rashford thing. If they didn't have injuries and if my man was his name, Van Gaal never decided, you know what, I'm playing him, he would have never done that. So big up to my guy Jay. Man like Jay, man like my brother Jay, big up for the raid. You know what I'm saying? Much appreciated. Big up to Elijah in the chat as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we're on the trim listing today. Trimless. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not ashy and that. It's just there's cream, everything there, just trimless, bro. I don't even want to watch the highlights. Me neither, bro. I'm done. You get me? See, the women are not keeping us up, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Rich money makers still undefeated domestically. Oh, okay. You mean the woman? Yeah, I agree. You're right. Hato's more defensive minded like Timber. Yes, that's not how Hato's game. He can invert, but not into the 10. Not all the way into the 10, but he inverts and then he makes those. You know, Devante, what Arteta wanted once Calafiori to do, where he ends up in the 10. That's what he kind of want. That's what he makes Cucurella do, and why they always get him to get interesting. According to my sources, the coach agreed Hato, but he has to learn. I'm fully done. Jurgensen is asked to he can't catch a cold. I'm not that. Yeah, me, I'm not really that onto Jurgensen, yeah, because I feel like he doesn't get a run of games, innit? I'm not saying he'll be great even if he has a run of games, but he can't be as bad as Sanchez. But just play him, bro. Some players just need to be, you know what I'm saying? You need to get a run in, bro, to see more. Yeah, make sure you're hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel. Big up to all the Tottenham fans, you know what I'm saying, in the building. And
Super Cup. Super Cup.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. I wasn't supposed to play that one. I was supposed to play.
Here, listen to what I'm saying, yeah, and listen carefully. What?
That's the one I was supposed to click. Sorry, Tottenham fans. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Tottenham fans. Yeah, hit rise up. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're literally on the way to we're on the way to 1K, man. I think we're only a couple subs away from 700. I'm not sure where we are now. Let me double check. You get me? Let me double check to let the band know in the chat. Yeah, we're on 694 now. So at least let us hit the 700 at least, innit? You get me? There's 62 in the building. Big up to Jay for the raid, man. My brother. I'm not gonna call him Kola Moani anything like that. Do you know what I'm saying? He has been happy with his Robert Sanchez, but he did want another defender, but the UEFA deal messed up a transfer window. That's also a part of it, but I just don't think people want to hear that bit, innit? Not saying that it's a good enough excuse, any of that, but do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like a lot of people don't want to hear that. And if you, I think I heard Ali Barat, and what's his name? Xavi Simmons, agent, and speaking. He was saying earlier, he was saying the other day that it was Chelsea really wanted to get Xavi Simmons, but it was the constraint from UEFA and all that. We knew they had constraints and all that, so we started talking to Tottenham, innit? He'll never be a deep line playmaker again. He played on a hernia for nearly a whole season. It's over. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but apparently it was his fault and all that. So this is the thing. This is why I wasn't one of those people crashing out at the time when it came to the whole Enzo situation. Because I was like, we never mourned about his mobility before all of a sudden he can't even move. He looks like he's that stiff. That don't work. There's something wrong. People told me they're just defending him, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah, that's another thing, but that's agenda based. You get me? They'll say that that's an agenda. Do you know what I'm saying? That's an agenda, apparently. You know, there was this December window. We pick up a proper centre back and goalkeeper, and then push for number 3. I heard we were kind of linked in Italy. We were linked to Bastoni and that in the summer, but we never went for him. That was annoying. Obviously, a lot of us never really heard about that, but I'm saying that in general, I remember even speaking to Gianni, the Napoli fan, and he was saying, yeah, in Italy, they keep talking about Bastoni moving and that. So we could have maybe, you know, this is what I'm saying though. If you're going to go get me centre backs, I don't want someone that's slightly ahead of thingy. We also knew that we were linked to, what's the guy's name? Can someone remind me? Dean Howson. So we wanted a centre back. Stop blaming the players for now. The bigger issue is Maresca. He ain't good enough for this club, and time will tell you that. We'll see. I remember this. We'll see. I'm not saying you were wrong, by the way. I'm just saying we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, we will be. Yeah, we will find out. Mark Jr. might as well move to another club. He was on loan to Sunderland, and we recalled him. So I thought we might be able to see him play. Kai Senat, Dark Nacho, J Rate. Yeah, big up to him for the raid as well. My brother J. Make sure you subscribe to him if you haven't yet subscribed to him. People, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're literally a couple of subs away from 700, innit? So don't be frauds, chat. We're literally 6 subs away. I'm not one of them people that keeps repeating it. So be nice, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep it moving. Just in the SD are not happy with all the fans' criticism with the transfer policy. Listen, I don't care what they think. Bro, this Winstanley and Stewart, yeah. I remember when someone DM'd, was it Winstanley? On in January, they DM'd him on LinkedIn and gave him all the reasons why he shouldn't sign Garnacho, blood. And we still kept hearing that he wanted him. Big up to Chills as well, man. Appreciate you, man. Big up to my guy KJ. Listen, stress, man. You get me? The weather's rubbish. The team played rubbish. Everything, man. You know what I'm saying? The summer's gone. So I can't even enjoy myself, bro. You know, it's annoying, blood. I said that's Lavia. So you're saying this manager is making us on purpose so he can get a new goalkeeper and centre back? Then he's not a good manager. If you're a good manager, use the players you have. I've always been one of those guys. I don't agree with the whole do stupid stuff. I think they should just deal with it behind the scenes. I don't need my football club to suffer on the pitch for him to get his point. Now we've dealt with a lot of managers that are like that. Mourinho's one of them. Conte is one of them. They start losing their head when they don't get, you know what I'm saying, when they don't get what they want, and I think it's annoying. But I think when the minute you lose your player, like a Colwell, that's important to your team, you go and get a player, regardless, bro. They should have cancelled the Garnacho thing, you get me, and just went straight and bought whoever they needed to buy. Just leave him hanging, bro. Leave him sitting on the park bench. We didn't need him in the first place, bro. Spend that 40 million. You could have bought Hincapi, bro. It would have been calm. This is why I don't like it. This is why I'm annoyed, bro. Because the money was wasted. Big up unknown. I'm catching up to the chat, bro. I just want to give everyone their respect as well, innit? Big up for the raid as well. Cole Palmer, big up G, and yeah, bro, I could still say he's a lone mower for now. A lone mower. I don't know who he's talking about, but alright. Man said a lone mower with W's. I think he's probably talking about Verts, innit? You know what I'm saying? I think it's the little Verts thing or something. It has to be some back and forth about some joke thing with these, man. Told you as a United fan we don't lose at home versus Chelsea. I hear it. I'm running with your narratives now. We're turning into the blue Arsenal. This manager is a cock. These players are not good enough. Only Cucurella, James Caicedo, Palmer, Pedro are good enough for this club. Listen, I agree with who's good on the list. I just don't think that. I don't necessarily think we're the blue Arsenal, innit? Do you get me? I think that's a bit too far. Yeah, but listen, to each his own, innit? If that's what you believe, that's what. I can't believe I backed you, man, to finish second. Hey, listen, people can still lose games, bro. Like, not everyone gonna get that. Maybe you guys will win a lot of the games, but other than that, City looks good, and Arsenal's Arsenal, bro. They ain't played some of. They keep laughing and saying we only played Brentford, Crystal Palace, and all that, but those are the teams that they usually struggle against. So, you get me? And apparently they you know what I'm saying? Apparently they bought Gyökeres to play against the smaller teams, blood. So we'll see, innit? We'll see. Then we'll see. We'll see. You man threw egg on my face. Listen, these man threw egg on my face too, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not just you. made me have to apologize to the Arsenal fan. Bro, how? You just wait. When it comes to Arsenal fan, just wait, man. Ah, here we go. Challenges. People screaming Maresca out. It's crazy. Listen, bro. My club has standards. You get me? This is your fan base, blood.
People, they can't sniff. They can literally not sniff. Vicky Gyökeres is coming. He's fast. He's like the wind. He's dangerous. He's a dangerous man. He's an active, and you can know active shooters are very slippery. You don't see them coming. It's only that this one is a max man, but it's a max man in the darkness. You don't see
To allow us. I tell you what, I suppose coach after injury and Lavia. Or Lavia, I don't know. Wait, someone DM'd him on LinkedIn. Yeah, bro, it was out somewhere. They DM'd him on LinkedIn and they were like, don't buy him in January. Because remember, we linked to him in January. That's when me, Prime, Taz, and that were going back and forth, saying we don't want to sign him. Yeah, man, it's dead. Today is a little bit sunny, but you know how it is, KJ, man. Yesterday just kept running, kept raining. What did he say? Buy Hinkapi for what? You took Hato off us. We didn't take anything off you, blood. You weren't focused on getting a centre back at the time. Did you get it? So Hato he can play left centre back and left back. But I'm saying if we wanted someone that was a bit tall and that plays left centre back, because we want Hato specifically for that left back position, we could have bought Hinkapi. I rate Hinkapi, bro. So I don't get what you're talking about. Man said he took it off us like, you know what I'm saying, like some king or something. He took it off us. Yeah, we take a lot of players off you, and you take our trash. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is, mate. Hold that. Don't worry, though. I see it. You know what it is, Baylech? Keep having the chest, innit? Every year, you just get popped like a balloon, bro. And then we'll see you go back to stage one and just you're pumping the chest again. The whole summer, you're just there trying to pump the chest, and then you get popped again, fam. So we'll see, innit? All gassed for no reason. Donnarumma was there for 35 million. Apparently, Donnarumma wasn't better than Sanchez, blood. Listen, this is crazy, bro. Listen, Yusuf, big up to you, but don't say these things about like you get timed out. He's playing for Villa, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Let him play for Villa. I still think you therefore secured the fourth spot, but I had expectations this season for you, man. Even Slot said last season he expected us to challenge, let alone this season. The one they asked him in the beginning of the season. So trying to be positive for too long is tiring. I agree. Listen, I agree. Everyone has their own threshold of how long they can take, you know, how long they can be patient for and all that. I agree, and I just don't think we can do 5 years. Obviously not, but you get the point. It's about us actually. What this ownership did in the window is a disgrace. Listen, not necessarily the ownership, but I know what you mean. The sporting directors, bro. They should have done better. 100%. They should have played the players that we needed. They should have bought the players that we needed in the summer. Forget about all the additional stuff. Buy what you need first, and then start making market opportunity signings, whatever you want to call it. Bro, the manager's doing foolishness again with the lineups, which is already costing us. He keeps saying he has to, what's it called? Man said disallowed, ignore that comment. Okay, okay, I get it. I think I know what you're talking about. Bournemouth disallowed, alright. Final dwell in the Eredivisie. Listen, forget about that. Forget about Feyenoord. You only check Feyenoord at the end of the season, bro. You get me? Man doing poems for your caress. Yeah. Okay, that's where I'm with you guys, and I think that's why you can also blame the ownership, because they're in charge of who gets contracts, who doesn't get contracts, and that. And I think that's mad, bro. To give them to give these man a 6-year contract extension was crazy. Was linked to him after we got Hato. Crazy, nobody bought Semenyo this season. He's been good. He signed a new contract or something. The fans need to protest again for the SDS to get serious. 2006 till 2023 we were better than Arsenal, but now they have the advantage. But their time's gone, bro. This is what you have to see. Unless they get a new manager, they had their period where they could have won and they didn't win. So now it looks like City might be back on the up. Liverpool now looks like they're there. We could have been there if we did the right stuff. So we just have to see, innit? I don't think Arsenal, their main problem is the way they play. It's not necessarily the personnel. And that's on the manager, bro. Man, if forgetting Cuckoo played left centre back for Brighton at times. If you really want to play Hato left back, yeah, okay, I agree on that. Yes, I don't want to see Maresca dressed in anything but club merch. Okay, you see, you.
Bring that back.
Bring that back.
Bring that back. Bring that
I agree. I agree, because he wore them trousers, whatever he wore, and thinking even I was like, what's that? What's he doing? Yeah, and then boom, we saw what he did, didn't it? Almost lost the game. Just wear the trackies, man. Trackies. The people that want Sancho, where are you? I wanted Sancho, blood. You get me? For the man that was saying Sancho was trash. You get me? For the people that was saying Sancho was trash, here you go, innit? Now you got Garnacho on the left, bro. This design in Maresca, ain't it? Don still saying that. Yeah, we're on the same points we were last season. But remember, last season, apparently, we started the season well. That's, if I remember correctly, people said we were in the title race till Boxing Day, and then we lost to Everton or something. And then we could have been, so I don't know. People, make sure you hit the like button, bro. Where's all the other people? You can't be watching from outside the window. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. You get me? Let's get at least 35 likes. 35 likes. Come on. Remember our owners wanted experience, but the SDS wanted this young model. But I thought they wanted a mix of experience and young. Yeah. I remember that. That's why we bought Sterling and that. Not necessarily it was a good signing, but you get the point. Also, these games should have been an easy run. We're in the worst position than last year. Facts. The fact I'm hearing Evil Saka touch the pitch before guys like Nash's or Gittins who spend 90 million is just funny. But I only saw Gittins coming off the bench. Nash's coming off the bench. I thought we should have just, if we're not gonna play Neto, we start Thingy, bro. The United was the final straw with his team for me. Damn. 6 years, Lord. I can't handle that. Yeah, same. You can still fire SD on performance. Facts. Because remember, their contract's performance based or something like that. So it's not just 6 years, but bro, that was crazy works. We cost that club every time we made the wrong sub, and that guy hardly made the wrong sub. Standards are low and it's dark. Standards aren't really low, blood. We just think that, you know what I'm saying, Maresca ain't club. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't get, like, for me, I know the manager ain't that great. Like, I don't, because he's still young. So he has to prove himself on the spot. But you can tell yesterday, inexperience showed with the subs, bro. Did you see the Sassi wanted to fight for a place? That's what he said, and then he started crying. Maresca, the rest like, yeah, okay, nah, hold that, blood. You can't call him that and then say, my gaffer, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hold that. Sancho's better than Garnacho and Gittins. I already said that, but people laughed at me and said we don't want him because he's not direct enough. Do you know what I mean? Lost the first game, then second game was the Noni game. Smash the likes, people. This show's the best. Big up to you, Bay Legend, man, my guy. Yasser's trying to go his channel, show love. Big up to you, man. But Evil Saka is, let's just be honest. I don't think he's that good, innit? But I don't think he's worse than Thingy, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's worse than Garnacho, innit? That's me being honest, bro. I just don't think he's worse than him. Now, let's actually go into what I wanted to go through, yeah? I don't care about this channel. Like, as in, I don't care about who this CFC daily guy is. I actually genuinely don't care. What I'm here to see, though, is, yeah, stop the George Striker experiment. Yeah, just because he scored against Thingy, like, well, who did he score against? He scored against Fulham. All of a sudden, he can play up front. I don't know. I just think that Gittins has just not adjusted as we thought he would adjust, blood. You remember he didn't play football for ages before when that new manager came in at Dortmund. So he hasn't really played. And then on top of that, he's coming to Chelsea. Remember when he used to play for Dortmund, he had that ponytail, blood. Now he ain't got no ponytail. He just got the basic number 2. Now he's playing. He's barely really getting minutes under his belt. He's coming 45 minutes here, there. When he came on in preseason, man was saying, I'm what's it called? I don't know. Play, bro. Just play the guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta play the guy to get the best out of him. He needs game time. If you don't play him, you can't expect him to. You just throw him in a game and think, you know what? Do your thing now, bro. Listen, play him, bro. We knew that we paid for his potential. That's why we paid the money that we paid. We knew that we paid for a potential kid. Like, I'm not gonna come on here and I thought, yo, he was one of the best wingers out there. I wanted the manager. I wanted them to get a good winger and then maybe a Gittins as backup. Like, you get me? Because I said the same thing about Eze and Xavi Simons. I said, yo, these are all players that you'd rather have in the 10. They can do a job on the left, but you'd rather see them in the 10. They can do a job, doesn't mean you want to see that on the left all the time. Some people see it as, oh, because he can play on the left, I need to play him on the left all the time. Eze ain't going to cook on the left. And you man already seen that he can't cook on the left, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? He can do a job, but it is what it is. You know what's upsetting? Yeah, so we could have gotten Campos from PSG so we could buy Young, but move right direction. Yeah, I remember we were linked to him. Yeah. I listen though, Daniel. People that are from this chat know that I rate the lab highly, and but I'm not gonna use it as a. I just think that it's two things, innit? So with the lab, I think the lab was doing something. People always used to laugh and say he only does, you know, he only presses, he works hard and that. But he's a player that can hold up the ball, run in behind. He has good feet. He can link up and that. And obviously he kept the defenders busy so that, you know, João Pedro doesn't have to actually put his back against defenders the whole time. All he had to do was float around, keep the ball moving and be in the box. The problem now is that it's not working. But then again, we've also seen in pre-season where the manager played João Pedro the first half or the lap the first half and then bring the other guy on. So I don't necessarily think that we can't play with just one. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's annoying. It's annoying what we saw. Anyway, so these are some of the quotes. Talab, it wasn't good from us as a club. The first 15 minutes was the worst we played all season. We need to reflect over not starting well. We need to raise our standards as a collective. Then, Maresca said the red card changed the game after 3 minutes. And I also seen the clip of the João Pedro tackle. That was a pen still, I can't lie. Man never got the ball. But you know they're not gonna check, so it is what it is. Maresca on his subs, they attack with 5 players, so the idea was to defend with 5 players. You could defend with 4 at 11v11. The game probably changed after they conceded the red card. Also with Casemiro, we were much better. Okay, this is where I'm like, alright, cool. I don't care. No one cares about this. TTM just having fun in the chat. Okay. Cole this morning did a test to play this game. He was not 100%. It was a fantastic effort for the club, for his teammates, for the team. Unfortunately, he was not 100%. And he also said that you cannot concede a red card at Old Trafford after 3 minutes. If you take Palmer off for Jurgensen, there's a pretty much chance we walk out with the 3 points today. That's management issue. Instead, he wasted 3 for 1. Yeah, winning the Club World Cup, whatever. Yeah, I'm tired of people talking rubbish on the Club World Cup. Keep it moving. We're in the league now, innit? We won the Club World Cup. We'll always have the badge there, so just hold that. And I agree with him when he said that he preferred to be 1 goal down after 5 minutes than 1 player down. I'm with him on that, innit? Maresca on Palmer, it's a problem for a long time. For him, he's growing. He wanted to play this game, so the effort is huge. But after 20 minutes, he decided it was too much. All the game changed after the red card, all the plan and everything, it went in the bin. This is where you have to have game management though. So I don't really want to hear that. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't really want to hear that. Yeah, here Ghana, he was ready to go on, but then Wes asked for the change because he was tired after a long time. So we changed and we decided to go for Tyreek, and the idea was to give Garnacho minutes. 2 in 5, whatever. I'm not gonna listen to these man crying on the internet. I can't show you this, but yeah, you can see that he got tackled or whatever it is. I think Joey's on holiday, people. And I'm not saying it to cover his back or something. I remember him telling me he was going on holiday. So I think he's on holiday. And it is what it is, isn't it? But if Poch made these excuses, I think it's different though. Poch was saying he never played players or injured. I think with Palmer, I think they came to a decision that he wanted to play and they let him play. You get me? So he's doing this thing where he trusts the player, but now I think whatever, innit? I ain't really UK in the rest of the years. Drill died and I migrated to West Coast hip hop. He's basically saying I could not think of something productive to win the game. Yeah, Joey's on Colorado on holiday. There, that's it. I don't blame Joey. Maybe he's cussing the ST. Oh, Joey's probably losing his head. He's not on the phone. I ain't seen him put a message in the in no group chat. He's chilling, blood. Can we stop this Poch thing? He's dead, man. Poch is long gone. Yeah, and it showed that it was justified, didn't it? That we sacked Poch, bro. We've learned that we were justified with the Poch sacking, so it is what it is. If you saw the Palmer Manu thing, that's how man them act when they see each other, innit? Do you get me? Yo, this game's crazy and that. Like, this is not back in the day where people hated each other and all that. So I don't know. Lincoln better hold 7, bro. There was people. JJ, listen. I was on Northside's match reaction yesterday, and Elijah said to me, "We better not lose to Lincoln." Big up to Elijah, you know. Not this one. Elijah Talks Football, the Chelsea fan. Yeah, we bet he lost his head. I'm close to Maresca out and whatever and all that, but it is what it is. He said he's not Maresca out at the end. But my point is, how are you even entertaining the fact that we can lose to Lincoln, bro? I don't see anywhere, bro. I don't see any world we lose to Lincoln. Even if we play the kids, we don't lose to Lincoln, bro. This is when I feel like man are now you're taking it too far, innit? I'm not saying that we can't lose to a team and all that, but not to Lincoln, bro, because we're not idiots, innit? I'm not. That's something I ain't having. That's definitely something that I ain't having, innit? Do you get me? About lose to Lincoln, blood. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. But he's trying to tell me you can lose to Maresca. Like, I'm Maresca out. I think he will never win a league. He's too inconsistent. Listen, fair enough, blood. You get me? If you're right at the end, you're right at the end. But I don't see it like that. Or he could end up being our Brendan Rodgers, blood. He gets us close and then you know what I'm saying? If you realize there's a better manager out there, you get the better manager and you build on it. Do you get me? There's ways you can look at it. Like for me, like I said yesterday, I hope the manager learns from this, and I also hope that he also makes. Someone got a red card. Who's Mandava, blood? Sunderland. Someone got a red card. Yeah, Sunderland's playing Villa right now. So for me, I'm just in this thing where, bro, like I'm just looking at what's going on at the team and the club, bro. Do you get me? And we need to improve this quickly. So I agree on that aspect. So I'm not gonna come on here and say, "Oh, just get guys. Don't worry, man. Don't worry," like all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna do that, innit? But at the end of the day, we need to make sure that we do well, innit? That's the most important thing. Like we need to recover from this. I heard Chalaba say it's been difficult mentally and physically, like the last couple of games in this game. Bro, it's not gonna end. You have Brighton. You get me? You have Brighton, and then on top of that, you have, I think, Liverpool. Obviously, Lincoln, Brighton, I think Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So, the too many excuses, bro. We have a squad for a reason, and I think this is where when people blame Maresca, I'm with you. Just make sure you don't. You get me? Just show me that you can change in it. We've also brought a lot of different players into this team, so not having that preseason, just 2 games and that is also something that you can look at and say, yo, maybe he weren't able to really integrate the players that he bought at the time. And I'm talking more about Hato, Gittins, and some of the other ones. I'm not talking about the Garnacho and that, blood. We know what he can do already. Like, we know what his limitations are, what he's good at and what he's not good at. But I've already said I'm giving this manager to the end of the season, innit? So, and I think I'm one of them guys that I literally, it's like a skill, innit? Like, you know, them old judges skills things. You put, when someone does something bad, you just put it in the bad. And then at the end of the season, you see what's going on. And then if you feel like, yo, this manager can't go on from this, he's gone, innit? I like to be fair with them, bro. It's still not good enough. I agree, it's still not good enough. Like, I'm not going to come on here and say, don't worry, like, believe in Maresca. No, I'm not here to sell you no copium, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to do any of that. But at the same time, you man need to wake up. You get me? Wake up, blood. Sorry, Igal. You know? He looks like Igal, blood. I can't lie. Look, he looks like Igal. But I can't lie. We need to do better, bro. And I think yesterday was just one of those things that really caught me off guard. Not really off guard, but it was one of those things that it just left me speechless, bro. That man actually coming to me and asking me, what do you think? And I'm like, bro, I wasn't on the pitch. I didn't have the controller. Do you know what I'm saying? I wasn't controlling Sanchez. I didn't hold triangle for too long and he came out. I didn't press square and tackle the goalkeeper, like the Mbuemo. I don't know, bro. Do you know what I mean? We died. So this is what I'm saying. I gave him the year because what he did last season, but win me big trophies. Yeah, but you need to look at whether you think look. This is the thing, though, Daniel. Yeah, I agree with you, but at the same time, if you don't necessarily rate our centre backs or you don't rate this and don't rate with that, I can't expect you to get the manager to overperform. I think you have to get him to a realistic level to say, I need you to perform to this, and then if he overperforms, you're like, you know what? It is what it is. We need to make sure we block this international call-ups thing, especially in the players need to be fit to go. Like, I know that Palmer will get picked if he's fit, so there's no point of us keep sending him over there to kick ball. Just rest him. Do you get me? Brazil, we can't risk the players going to Brazil again. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. It just seems to be a lot of games and all that. What's going on here, blood? Anyway. Our squad needs that October break, keyboard players and thingy. Chelsea midfield got exposed after 3 minutes. Our midfield never got exposed after 3 minutes. We just never played. We didn't play football. Alright, listen, if we lose the thingy, I can't lie to you, right? Yeah. If we lose to Lincoln, I might be Maresca. Listen, I might lose it, blood. You get me? Yeah. Okay, that's when I'll go mad. But yeah, man. Listen, people, man. Let me see. I don't think it's gonna be pretty, but I think we have it shouldn't be a problem. I don't think we should be a problem. Listen, I don't annoy me, bro. The birds are beefing. Why are the birds beefing, bro? Bro, I swear down, the birds, they're all ganged up on one bird, you know, and they're just beefing. I swear down. Bro, I can't, they're all chinging one bird, bro. I don't know, like, it's them, I don't even know what they call them. Like, all the birds are just beefing in my back garden. There's like 6 of them. All jump one bird. I swear down. This is crazy. Because I think my mic picks it up, so you guys probably heard it, blood. You get me? They're all Maresca out. You know. This is like when the bottom gooners catch a top gooner, blood. You know what I'm saying? They're all going for him. You know what I'm saying? They're all going for him, bro. I'm not that close though, but for me, once I say I'm out, that's it. Like for me to come back, man has to win the league or something. Like this is why I don't just say I'm out and then I'm back in. I'm out. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm not one of those guys, innit? I'll stay on one side, and then the minute I go to the other side, I'm gone. Palace, Brentford, Bayern Munich, Manchester United. Palace, Brentford, Manchester. Yeah, I think the games. Yeah, those games, bro, crazy, blood. Brentford's the one. Palace, I wasn't that annoyed because I knew Palace, whatever. I don't want any result. Listen, I want Arsenal to lose, blood. Respectfully, blood. I need Arsenal to lose. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. City, depending on what happens to City, injuries and whatever happens in the season, we need to know how they can manage it. But with me, we need to make sure we do the right stuff, blood. We need to focus on ourselves. I don't really care about looking at other teams and see what I can get out of them and that. Make sure you hit the like button, people. 30, at least 30 likes, yeah. You know what I'm saying? 30 likes. And also, I think I'm like a couple subscribers away from 700, bro. You get me? Literally. So don't be greedy, man. 5 subscribers away from 700, blood. We're trying to hit 1K by the end of October, innit? So at least help us, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Help us. Show the channel some love. You get me? I think I'll be doing a couple of shows next week as well with the Chelsea fan. Keep your eye on that. We'll see. By the way, yeah, for the people that were here for the Bayern Munich preview, we on StreamYard you can do this thing where I was actually on Zeer's channel. This is why people were looking at me on saying, why are you on the right and Zeer's on the left? Because I'm actually on his channel. But what you can do is you can stream whatever you can stream his stream to another channel, innit? And that's what I done because we didn't have time to do 2 streams. Does that make sense? I was gonna bring him on my channel, but something happened, whatever, right? This is why I couldn't actually show the chats on the street. So I wasn't ignoring people. I was actually reading all the chats. But I just couldn't put it on the stream unless he put it on the screen. So, but I just wanted you guys to at least see the preview and that. Would have it on the channel. You'd know about Zeer and that. So I just wanted to show you, man, that, innit? Other than that, listen, we better slap Lincoln. I don't want to hear no excuses. And I want it to be like the Pep days. Do you remember when City drew or lost a game, they would go and slap the next person? That's what we need. That's what we need. I'm always gonna support my fellow blue brothers, blood. Do you know what I mean? I don't need no. We need Arsenal to get slapped, bro. Just because I just need something to make me smile today. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not really in the greatest of moods, so like I said, people, make sure you get us out. You know what? If you guys, listen, people out there. There's 31 people in the building. There's 31 people in the building. There's no way all 31 are subscribed. I don't think so. We need 5 more to hit 700 people. Do you know what I'm saying? Yalla. Yalla.
Here, listen to what I'm saying, yeah? And listen carefully. What?
What's this? I don't remember this. What's this?
1, not 2, not 3, not 4.
Oh, okay, nah. Monetization, we're still trying to reach. We don't know, man. It's not even. I don't even think. Basically, because I haven't hit the watch hours yet. Even if I hit 1K, I doubt I'll get the monetization thing soon. But we'll pattern it by the end of the year, innit? At least. But we need the 1K so we can at least. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to at least be able to raid other channels and that. Do you get me? And help other people. Because you lot always show me the love anyway. So yeah, man. Listen, man. I think we'll end it here. And listen, you know me, innit? JJ, you know what time it is, mate? Do you know what I'm saying? What time is it, JJ? The man them that know, yeah. How do we end the streams, bro? For the man them that know, do those sleep watch hour, yeah. You see him? I've been calling him a fraud, you know. He's there smart. He falls asleep in whatever he does, yeah. And then he falls asleep and then he goes. And man's there turning up, people just turn. He does a 4-hour stream and half of it is just sleep, blood, and just claiming the watch hours, blood. You know what I'm saying? But I was gonna say to you, man, though, should we redirect to my man? Should we redirect to Flawless? He's doing a Bournemouth Newcastle watch along. It's either that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll go to Flawless, blood. Well, actually, I know what we're doing, blood. Because I know some of you just want to see. You get me? You man can go to man like chess, blood. Do you get me? Listen, tell him it's YASSERTV raid. I'm only putting it there so that you can click on that. It's African King live. Is he live? Yeah, he is, isn't it? Alright, cool. He's live. Alright. We'll go support a fellow Chelsea fan, innit? Just click on the links that I dropped in the chat. Like I said, big up to every single one of you in the building. Big up to obviously TTM, Wavy, Naj, and all the man, them JJ, and everyone else in the chat. We'll see you guys in the next one, blood. Peace.
That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not Lule. Oh, that's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not Lule. Jabo, 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 Lule, 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 Jabo, 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 Lule, Lule, Lule. That's not Jabo. Monty Jabo. That's not Jabo. Monty Jabo. That's not Lule. That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo. That's not Lule. One man Lule cell. That's not Jabo. Monty Jabo. That's not Jabo. One man Jabo Lon. That's not Lule. Monty Okiri. That's not Jabo. That's not Jabo.